and welcome to Options Guy TV. My name is Brian Overby. I am the author of the Options Playbook, and I'm going to be your host for today's show. Today, we're going to actually take a quick peek at our, once I can get my all of a sudden my trading software went away. But we're going to take a quick peek at a couple of the trades that we have on this week. We have obviously, if you haven't heard, it's a holiday week, and tomorrow the markets are closed. And then on Friday, they're going to only be open until 1 o'clock. So if you want to do a fun trade, what we're going to look at today is we're just going to look at an SPX butterfly and just assume the market goes nowhere today. I decided that we'll do something that's just one-day trade, because we have 0 DTE options, and by the end of the day, we'll see where that underlying is at. As a matter of fact, I'll just post a little quote on x.com to see where we turned out. But we're just going to go at the market, and we're just going to hope that the traditions of this day doing absolutely nothing continue, and we just get a very slow day going into the end of the market. And we're not going to deal with Friday, even though it's just a half a day on Friday. The fact that we can do a 0 DTE trade in the SPX is what we're going to be looking to do. So first of all, before I get there, though, I need to run over and look at my software. So 1 second. If you have any questions during the show, you can put them in the chat box, and I will try to address them. But let me see if for some reason my software decided that it wanted to disappear. Okay, so I can bring up the software, but I can't see the questions. So jump in, Luis, if you need to. Okay, that's simple. We'll just leave it at that. Well, then I don't know why that just happened. All right, let's put this over here. Let's not share it just yet. Okay, thank you. And yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. That's why I was having technical issues, and they still seem to be going, but no big deal. We got this. We got this. Our one trade worked out well in the SPX. So let's go here. I put that over there for some reason. Oh, why does that happen? I can't go full screen. That's what my issue is. So I'm just going to have to pull my corners out, and then we'll be fine. All right. Now let's go full screen. Here we go. Let's check this out. Let me see what this looks like. All right. For some reason, I can't go full screen. If I go full screen, I lose all my other information on my trades. But we'll ride with this. It's a holiday week, as I mentioned. We got the S&P 500 index ran up, set a record yesterday. We broke through the 6,000 level. We closed at record highs in the SPX and in the Dow. So it was, a fun day. It was a fun day overall, and it happened on a holiday week. So now we're back down a little bit. We're at 59.95, and we have the VIX index, just floating around that 15.5 level. I don't mind going into the new year. I might do another VIX trade. So far, been very, I don't think we've had I hate to say that, though. I hate to say that live because I feel like I'm doing the announcer jinx. But I don't think we've had a trade on Options Guide TV in the VIX that didn't work out. And most of them were short-term trades, like over the last week or so. The last one we did was before the election. We got bearish on the VIX. VIX was trading around 1920, hanging right in that range. Actually doubled up on the position because we had a pretty decent size run up heading right into the earnings, or right into the election. So we just wanted the VIX to go below 16, and it did that. I think the inauguration is going to add some volatility into this because there's just been so much euphoria in the marketplace now that the election is over. So that might be something that I'm going to consider doing. Here's the SPX. The trade that we did it for a 70-cent net credit. We went way out of the money. And looked at the 5,900 and sold the 58.90. So SPX, that expiration was 11/29, which is right here. There's no trading tomorrow. Come on, thing. All right. I'm tired of this technology issues. And we did a bull put spread. That means that we sold the 5,900 and we bought the 58.90. All right, we can get out for 10 cents. So you do it. That's simple. We put it on for 70 cents. You get it off for 9 cents or for 10 cents. Very short, very sweet. You could toss it in there for a nickel for a minute and see if we're there. We are 98 points away from the SPX. We're talking about a 2% move approximately in order for it to get down to that range. So I would just close it out. I wouldn't take the risk over the holiday weekend, even though it's a shortened day. So my order would be, you're going to flip the script. You're going to take the sell, make that a buy, take the buy, make that a sell, and you put it in there for 5 cents. I don't think you'll get filled at 5 cents. There's just too much time premium in these options. So I would take the 10 cents and take the 60 cents winner and go spend it on a nice dinner for your family over Thanksgiving. That's where I'm at. Now I'm back in the swing of things. So here we go. Let's do the on Coinbase. Let's look at Coinbase because we did a trade on Coin, but that was a longer term trade. And that was, and of course, gosh, just not moving. All right. I think I'm going to have to buy a new computer for Black Friday. But I do have a MacBook. It should not be happening. All right. Coinbase is up 6. We looked at the chart on Coinbase. Actually, we had a little bit of a move the other day, too. So let's go and just look at the chart. We're a little bit longer term on this, but it's had a the chart has basically been parabolic, gone straight up since the election has happened, and all the news. It basically has followed Bitcoin. But if we go back in time here, let's go 1,000 days. Let's go further than 1,500 days. We see this area right here on the chart. This is when the Coinbase hasn't been around that long, actually. They recently went public, and the stock instantly dropped, came all the way back up to this level, and it was looking really good. So we sold the 365, 370, 375 short call spread, targeting this area, thinking that Coinbase can't come up and breach that basically all-time high. Now you see this little candle up here. Well, that's when it came public. So it really, I don't even know if you can count that print because it instantly dropped down to this level right here. That's like the first bar on the chart for the day. And then boom, 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 back up to this level. So I think we're going to really have a tough time getting through this area on the chart. So we're going to sell some short call spreads for a while. The stock is now settled down a little bit. So is Bitcoin and other cryptos, the cryptocurrencies in general, which this is an exchange that trades all of them. And it's been volatile within this range, but still looking good on that trade. All right. Now let's do our trade for today. SPX. This will just be a fun one. And I'm going to put this on in my own account today. I'm going to put this on now that I got all my computer running and everything working well. I like right around this level, 59.95. Now you could say 6,000. I don't think it'll quite get there. It's going to struggle with the 6,000 level. It's going to come up and bump up against it. It's going to go past it. It's going to come back down. The marketplace, the big round numbers, it always seems like the marketplace kind of struggles with. So I want to go at least 20 points wide, but I'm going to see how much we got to pay for this thing. And let's start by, so 59.75. That's a 1 standard deviation move. Now notice that once again, we are in the Tradier Pro software. And one of my favorite things is that it highlights the 1 standard deviation move on the put side and on the call side. So if we go 20 points wide, we're receiving $8 here. We're going to be paying that 16. So we're going to be $4 some bucks. All right, let's check this one out. I'd like it to be 20 points. Then I feel really pretty good about this trade today. I'm going to buy that one, sell this one, 15, and then buy this one. Oops. Let's start over. All right, come on. I am really struggling with the computers today. Oh, there's an error. That's what it was. Okay, there was an error on my other screen. Let's start over. Let's try this again. Buy, sell, buy. $8. $8 to make 20. So we got 12 points of upside. And it's got to stay within the one standard deviation move. The delta here is 17 and we're 80. So we're a little bit, and I'd want to skew a little bit more to the downside as far as the one standard deviation move is. It's a little bit lower probability of it reaching the downside as opposed to the upside, because I think 6,000 is going to be a barrier. Don't mind that. Let's send this to the what if. I don't personally, I don't think I want to spend that much on this speculative trade. 5 lot would be fairly expensive. Guess you could do less of them. Let's go back and let's adjust. Let's look at 15 points. So 59.75, 59.80. And this would be 10. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so you could do a couple of these. This is you're not quite within the one standard deviation move. So if you're looking at the delta here, you're talking about a 21 delta. That means this is 1 day. So there's a 21% chance of this option contract finishing 1 cent in the money. And if you go over here, there's about a 25% chance of this option contract being in the money. Now you can look at this delta, but this is in the money, but you can look at the put delta, and that will also give you a good hint on probability. So we're talking about almost a 24% chance of it going to the downside and finishing 1 cent in the money, and about a 22% chance on the upside and finishing in the money. You're spending $5, you're hoping to make 10. And so you need it to stay ideally within these strikes, 59.85 and 56.05. And that's what you're hoping for the market to do. It's down 26 points on the day. 26 would be bad. That would be a bad thing if the market snapped back or came within that range. So we're looking at a 20-point range from here, but we don't want it to go down more than 10. That's where we would be at. We don't want it to go down more than 10, and we don't want it to go up more than 10. And then we're in the sweet spot. If we go 15, we're kind of on either side. So if you think the market can stay within a 20-point window right now, this would be our trade. And I'll send it to the what if calculator. I'm still going to do this today. We still got a lot of premium. So here's what's amazing about the SPX is that, come on. What's amazing about the SPX is that the 59.95 is still trading for $7.60. we still have that much time premium in this option contract. And hmm, and I'm just not moving. So I think I'm going to call it a day. Uh, Struggle to get this thing running. Don't share this one with your friends and family. I do like this trade today, though, and I will put this on in my account and have something to watch going into the end of the day. And then I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving and Turkey Day. Watch a lot of football. You get 3 games and you get a Black Friday game. So Amazon has wonderfully marketed the Black Friday football game and are sponsoring it. So kudos to Amazon for coming up with that idea. And yeah, I'm stuck. So let's call it a day. Come back out. There we go. See, think we're there. I don't see any questions or comments. Apologize for all of the issues that I'm having today with getting the whole presentation up and running. And this Friday, we're going to take time out. We're going to have a repeat of an Options Guy show. It's going to be one of the best of. And then on Monday, we'll be back and we'll be looking to do another episode of Options Guy TV. And I will review this trade and tell you how this position worked out inside my portfolio. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll talk to you later.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.